This is the process shot. I'm Michael, I have nothing to flaunt, and I've seen Paris is Burning, a documentary from 1990 directed by Jennie Livingston. The film follows a number of different gay men and transsexuals whose common trait is attending nighttime balls where they and others within their community gather to dance and show off their stuff, celebrating their scene the only way they know how. Along the way, we get to see the LGBT scene in New York in the late 1980s, as well as some commentary on the scene from those within it and how it has changed over the years. The film doesn't follow a standard narrative, instead taking on a more fly-on-the-wall approach towards the LGBT scene and its members, with a few interviews and talking heads scattered throughout. It's able to balance these well in its editing, allowing the viewer to become immersed within the scene as it's happening, and while cutting between various moments of the shows, all without feeling confused about what's going on or where you might be. The pacing of scenes is fast enough that shots don't linger for too long on a single subject, but long enough that you're able to absorb what's going on, making for what is overall a very densely packed yet natural documentary with a smooth flow. It also helps that the cinematography of Paris is Burning is also well composed, both in an artistic sense of frame composure and in its ability to capture seemingly every aspect of the scene without missing a thing. As for the actual content being captured, it's all very interesting and informative. The overall film acts as a time capsule of the sights and scenes of New York at the time, preserving a scene that was in a constant state of change, as detailed by some of the interviewees who have grown up through various periods of the scene and have seen the trends change and expand. It's a nice and rather diverse look at the LGBT scene from within, from those who celebrate it and from those who criticize it. The balanced take on the whole thing allows the viewer to understand that not everything is as ideal as it might seem, and that there can and might always be differences and animosities within the community despite the struggles that they all will share. That also plays into a time skip near the end of the film, where after spending so much time with the characters, we look at what has become of some of them, and just how much has changed within only a few years. Not only within the scene, but its mainstream acceptance. It's not all successes though, and I think the ability of the filmmakers to show the desires and hopes of the film's characters, and how they may not reach their goals, is one of the reasons why the film has more staying power and influence than one might expect for a film of this subject. That is, other filmmakers may have chosen to focus on the whole of the scene or the spectacles of the balls and their drama, but by putting a focus on the characters, their opinions of the scene, and their own stories, Paris is Burning is a much more timeless and far more universal and relatable film than a simple overview of the LGBT scene would have been. Paris is Burning. Jennie Livingston, 1990. 4.5 stars. I very much recommend seeing the film. And that's it for the review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment. Subscribe if you want to see more reviews. Anyways, I don't know what else to say. Go see the movie? Yeah.